Yo, yo, yo. My wife likes it when I say that. Back in the lab again. Finishing up my, I don't know what you want to call it. I guess my little project here. Just to recap, I made this like multi-use box. So I got a EEV driver up there. This is a buck boost converter. I put a lot of this stuff on switches. I got a potentiometer there too. Like I said, I'm trying to use this as more of a multi-function box here. And you can see that, you know, it's not exactly on point here, but it's pretty close. Fluke showing 12.05 volts DC, while the buck boost is showing 12. And that's okay, you know, like that 5/100ths of a volt, I doubt that's going to smoke an EEV. But yeah, so I made this little thing, and like I said, I'm calling it like a multi-use. Like right now, that doesn't do anything, that doesn't do anything. It's all powered off 24 volts AC with a rectifier, and then that rectifier is sending 24 volts DC into the buck boost, and then I can go up and down from there. I made this right here mainly for a test, you know, to confirm, but also as something that I can use if I had to modify or use the DC voltage to my advantage on, you know, whatever kind of component. I can take this and turn it into whatever I want, but then I'm also, I won't have to worry about my stepper getting too much volts, especially if I'm connected to a stepper motor. I can always just power that off, and we still have the buck boost here. You know, let's see here. We can send this all the way up. To 24 volts DC. You get the point. I'm not going to sit here and twist this dial till I get to 24, but and there is a way I'll have to read the instructions where it'll show you your input voltage. But you can see it's not exactly like just tits on the money. I know that when the Fluke says 12.05, that'll say 12, but yeah. So like I said, I can hook up a stepper motor. All I need is 24 volts AC. Hook up a stepper motor, drive the stepper motor. This ensures that I'm only feeding 12 volts in, and I'm not going to basically smoke that EEV. And obviously, if I were to kill this first, it's going to kill that, as you'll see. Meow. Oh. And I mean, I forgot to say that, you know, I do have a main power switch right here, which kills everything. But yeah, it's just my little back in the lab kind of little project, if you will. Just I don't know. A lot, you know, people make a lot of these tools and all that, and that's freaking awesome. But I know enough to build my own, and I can do it for significantly less. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Plus, you know, I mean, if I were to destroy it or anything, wouldn't cost a ton to replace. Like I know the Sporlan EEV driver, which is a fantastic tool. I'm definitely not saying anything negative against it, but it's like $600, $700, $800, and it only works with Sporlan valves. I can wire this thing up to work with pretty much anyone's valve, and I can wire it up as a bipolar or a unipolar driver. So it'll drive both types of stepper motors that we see in HVAC. See, we'll light this thing up like a Christmas tree again. There we go. 12 volts. So that is the pulses. And I believe like Sporlands, they do 200 pulses a second or something like that. So you can do that. You can overdrive or underdrive an EEV, but you know, you do run a risk. You know, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, you do run a risk of damaging it. But I built this for, you know, like say I lost control voltage and I can't use the controller, the unit controller, to basically to drive my stepper motor. If I have a dead unit or it's powered off, as long as I can grab 24 volts and I can use another transformer, you know, a multi-tap transformer or a 120 to 24. You wire in a plug it in with an extension cord or something, and I got my voltage, or I can use the unit. You know, and a lot of our units, 24 volts is AC is very common and very easy to grab. I tried to make these leads long enough, you know. This one's going back to the transformer I would show you, but my garage is a bit of a mess and I'm embarrassed, so I'm going to leave that one alone. And it's my own fault the garage is a mess. It has nothing to do with anyone else but me. Being doing all these projects, and just like an electrician, I failed to clean up after myself. So yeah, it's on me. I'm a lazy bum. But anyways, just thought I'd share my little project that I'm doing here. Possibly going to use this thing tomorrow.